Upcoming Rey solo film director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy says it's about time we had a woman come forward to shape the story of Star Wars. Happy New Year, everybody. So this is the titular character, Daisy Ridley's Rey Palpatine -Skywalker, or whatever she calls herself. You know, just a poorly constructed character that nobody really cared about. And the fact that there's merchandise still rotting on store shelves of Rey, this transcendent female character that nobody gave two shits about, is rotting on store shelves, and they're like, we're going to make a new movie about her, and it's female-centric. And it's like, weren't the other ones female-centric that they made? But, you know, who was the main character in The Force Awakens? Rey. Who was the main character in The Last Jedi? Rey. Who was the main character in Rise of Skywalkers?
Oh, they fly now!
They fly now?
They fly now!
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Who was the main character in Solo: A Star Wars Story? Kira. Who was the main character in Rogue One? What was the girl's name that played? It doesn't matter. Jyn Erso is the character's name. The actress's name eludes me. But Disney has a tiny brunette white girl problem.
That's racist!
They all got to be British. We haven't had any females in Star Wars, but the last 12 years that Disney's owned Star Wars have just been a dumpster fire. Who's the most prominent character to come out of Disney Star Wars lore? Ahsoka Tano, because Dave Filoni has a life-size Dolliver that he and then this moron waddles into Star Wars and goes, we're going to make a female-centric now. Like that hasn't been done for the last, 12 years. But hey, what the hell do I know? I'm just a, 40-year fan of the franchise. But, just forgive me for, wanting to see it done well. And it's hilarious. Apparently, this idiot has never heard of the other brunette moron that runs Lucasfilm. One Kathleen Kennedy, who was supposed to be fired, how many days ago, how many years ago, how many weeks ago, how many months ago. Dumb fucking idiot helmet wearing fucking moron grifter. Obaid-Chinoy, whose directorial filmography primarily consists of documentaries highlighting the social plights faced by women in her home country of Pakistan.
Not a great plan.
Offered this insight to her forthcoming Dance with the Force while speaking to CNN's Christy Lou Stout for Network's 2023 New Year's Eve broadcast. Touted by Stout as the first woman and first person of color to direct a Star Wars film.
See, nobody cares.
Because we know that you cannot make a good Star Wars film without checking, ethnic boxes. What the fuck? This appeared via a pre-recorded interview with the anchor, opened their discussion by elaborating on her personal excitement towards her forthcoming Lucasfilm outing. I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special, said Obaid-Chinoy. And we're in 2024 now, and I think it's about time we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
I'm all the Jedi.
Liar!
These are just miserable fucking shrews. And, Daisy Ridley's just doing a job. And I don't know if this is her views too, but it wouldn't surprise me. But these two morons, the idiot is standing next to Kathleen Kennedy and says, it's time a woman shaped the galaxy far, far. What has this heifer been doing since they bought it? She's been reshaping the entire thing and telling it's not for you anymore. It's for this audience that doesn't exist, but we want to exist so we can prove that you're all misogynists. It's like, can you just make good Star Wars? You're not capable of that because you're a complete blathering fucking dolt. And here we are. A dead brand that could still be raking in money. As noted above, the 2-episode Miss Marvel, she directed 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, one of the least watched shows on Disney Plus from the MCU. come off as absolutely baffling given the very real attention the overall Star Wars franchise has given to the female perspective ever since 2012, when it was purchased by the House of Mouse. Following the completion of the sale, Disney proceeded to promote Kathleen Kennedy to president of Lucasfilm, which time she proceeded to position the aforementioned Rey as the overpowered, poorly written protagonist of the franchise's third and unfortunately canon trilogy. Yeah, that was the thing, is they should have really had Finn as the main character. Not because he's not a female, but because a Stormtrooper redemption story would have been fantastic. That was what we wanted and what we should have gotten. Instead, we were treated to intersectionality and all sorts of other trash that they decided to pile into a rehash of the first movie with The Force Awakens, obviously mirroring Star Wars. Then The Last Jedi, a weak attempt to be The Empire Strikes Back. And then there was no copying Return of the Jedi in The Rise of Skywalker, because that movie didn't know what it was.
I'm Rey. Rey who? Rey Skywalker.
It doesn't matter what you think!
Additionally, during her tenure as president, Kennedy has also overseen the production of such Star Wars television series as The Mandalorian, which circumvented The Mandalorian's authority in favor of females, Obi-Wan Kenobi, which made him a bumbling moron, and Ahsoka, which I did not watch any of Ahsoka. I watched 2 episodes of Obi-Wan, and I've seen all The Mandalorian, which made heavy-handed, even forceful attempts at boosting franchise profiles of their respective female leads, often at the expense of their male counterparts' characters. For example, since her introduction in The Mandalorian, Bo-Katan has managed to upstage Din Djarin at nearly every turn of their adventures, with even the climax to the latter's ongoing feud with Moff Gideon being brought to a close by his female ally. Yeah, Bo-Katan became absolutely insufferable in The Mandalorian, and it's just a bad show. The first season was okay. After that, the wheels fell off the bus. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, despite her being far more experienced in combat and force manipulation than even her fellow Inquisitor's members, as evidenced by her absolute handling by the Grand Inquisitor, Reva is still shown as being able to briefly go toe-to-toe with Darth Vader himself, even managing to disarm the Dark Lord of his lightsaber before her eventual defeat. Why, yes, Reva, another peg-warming action figure that nobody wants. Then there's the fact that Ahsoka is centered around a cast of primarily female heroines, which, while not an objective negative in and of itself, is notable due to how it pokes a hole in Obaid-Chinoy's statement.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson as a worthless character that Dave Filoni just to. Menagerie of just fucking weirdos. All led by Blockhead here, who worked for Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant, folks. Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. Leslie Blockheadland. Further countering the director's narrative is the reality that not only have numerous women served in various behind-the-scenes roles across the franchise, such as A New Hope editor Marsha Lucas, Obi-Wan Kenobi director Deborah Chow, The Mandalorian director Bryce Dallas Howard, Ahsoka directors Jennifer Getzinger, and Geeta Vasant Patel, and Rebels co-creator Carrie Beck, but that's its next entry, The Acolyte. But that its next entry, The Acolyte, will be helmed, written, and star a team of primarily women. It is going to be cringe. Much like this cast looks nothing but cringe. Notably, this is not the first time Obaid-Chinoy has positioned her upcoming Star Wars outing as the franchise's breaking of the glass ceiling moment. Speaking to Vice News following the film's announcement in May 2023, the director explained of her role as the first woman to direct a Star Wars feature. I've always kicked open doors that were previously closed, and I think my feeling is that there is a critical mass of women who have begun to move forward in places that were previously closed to them.
Women.
These are nothing but talking points from a blathering dolt, as I said earlier, who is self-aggrandizing, breaking glass ceilings when Star Wars has been run by females for over 12 years. It's been run by females. And yeah, this woman is nothing new. This is going to be another garbage movie if it ever gets made and doesn't get stuck in development hell. I mean, you're talking this probably won't be out for another 2 years. So that will be, 2026 at least, which they usually like to release their trilogy movies in December. So if you say December 2026, you're talking almost 3 years. That would give them since December 2019. You're talking 7 years since a theatrical release happened. And if it happens the way it's going as planned under it doesn't matter.
Not gonna work here anymore anyway.
It's going to be another dumpster fire that nobody's going to watch, and it'll probably lose money. But then again, there's always the normies who will come out en masse for a Star Wars movie just because it says Star Wars when they don't realize it's Star Wars in name only. This isn't your original trilogy. This isn't your prequel trilogy. No, no, no. This is worse than the sequel trilogy. This basically scoffs at the sequel trilogy and says, hold my beer. Because that's what this woman's doing to Kathleen Kennedy. You think you can make it female-centric? You know, basically you don't even exist because I'm here now. I kicked the door open. I broke the glass ceiling. Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
You guys know the rest. What do you think? I mean, I've given you my thoughts along the way. I really don't have anything else to add to this outside of what the article laid out, and I concur. Star Wars has been changed to female-centric, as Kathleen Kennedy touted her writer's room as mostly female, and they have effeminate men that are making decisions behind the scenes. So yeah, this is very female-centric. All the male characters are either stupid or evil or both, and the females are infallible. And, you know, they can never be defeated by a man no matter what. Yeah, there you go, folks. Our foray back into pop culture begins now. You'll still have all the horror content and live streams that you can ask for here. I'm Etep, and from the Place to Be Reviews, I've been here with all you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I will catch you on the next one.